This guy sends one email and makes $3,000. He doesn't have a team, no office, just himself and a laptop from his house. This guy sends an email to his local community and makes $1,000 every single time he sends it. This other company makes $50,000 every time they send out an email. There are dozens of people quietly getting rich doing the exact same thing, sending out newsletters on unique niche topics. So these newsletters aren't just generic news blasts. These are focused, valuable emails on a specific topic that the audience is interested in and actually looks forward to getting. And as I said, many of them are just single one-person businesses without a huge team, just one person sending an email from their laptop. I'm actually building one of these businesses myself, and I've gotten 12,000 subscribers in just the first 2 months of starting. So in this video, I'm breaking down 7 niche newsletter businesses, showing you how they work, how they make money, how much they make, and how you can start one of these yourself. Some of these are worth millions of dollars, some make tens of thousands of dollars a month, and the last one I'll cover sold for multiple millions of dollars just 10 months after starting. We'll break down what newsletter that is and exactly how they did it. All these newsletters are different in ways that they monetize the newsletter and ways that they run them. So let's jump into the first one. The first one makes $20 million a year from one guy running a newsletter. This newsletter is called the Van Trump Report, and this is one of the highest paid newsletters I could find. And what he does, he writes a daily email to farmers and agricultural investors, just giving them information on what's going on with that industry, what things maybe are most promising to invest in. He has over 30,000 subscribers. How he makes money is he actually charges for his newsletter. It's about $600 a year to be a part of that newsletter to get that information. It's such valuable information for the people who are signed up for this newsletter because they can make money from the information that they get. They can make investments from the information that they're getting. So they're willing to pay $600 a year to be a part of this newsletter. As I said, he's got over 30,000 people a part of this newsletter. He's making over $20 million a year sending this out, and he still does it by himself. He's written this newsletter by himself for years. There's not many other businesses out there where you can make $20 million a year without a massive team. Just a niche audience that's interested in the information that you have to give out. Newsletter example number 2 is one called I Know the Pilot. And what they do is they send out international travel deals. So they send out daily travel deals to people who are interested in discount travel. They have 780,000 subscribers on their list. They make about $840,000 a year from those people. And that email is just built by one guy, Garth Adams, who sends out these travel deals. And I Know the Pilot makes money mostly from travel affiliate links. So if they show you a travel deal, they can tell you maybe where you sign up for that, or a credit card that you can get. Anything that has to do with purchasing travel, a lot of those companies that they refer have affiliate deals, and they'll get a percentage for referring out of those companies where you can purchase those travel deals. Niche newsletter number 3 is Naptown Scoop, and this is a local newsletter. So Ryan Snedden started Naptown Scoop, and it's a local newsletter for the Annapolis, Maryland community. And all he does is send out daily news on things that are going on in the community. So new businesses that have opened, parades that are happening, or events in the community. He makes about $320,000 a year from just about 20,000 subscribers. So he doesn't have a huge subscriber base, but it's a very focused subscriber base because he captures such a large audience in that community. Businesses in the community are willing to pay to advertise on his newsletter. Every time he sends out an email, he has a business sponsor that email, and they pay to be seen by those 20,000 people that he's sending it out to. And just those 20,000 people, as I said, make him $320,000 a year just from sending that email out to his local community. And how he got started is he started with Facebook ads. So he got his first 15,000 subscribers just from local Facebook ads. And I'll pop up the Facebook ad of what he used to get his subscribers. This is the ad that he ran that he saw a lot of success with. And he ran this ad in the beginning and was able to get 15,000 subscribers just running that ad to people in his local community. You don't have to have crazy knowledge in Facebook ads to run something like this because you're just running it in your local community. So you're not running Facebook ads to an entire large audience. It's just people in the community, which makes it a little bit easier to navigate the Facebook ad platform. So he was able to get 15,000 subscribers from that ad. And then after that, he shut off the ads and it grew organically from there. So people would tell other people about it. He had a referral system. He grew to about 20,000 subscribers organically from there. Now he's making over $1,000 every email that he sends out just from the sponsors who are wanting to reach that audience in that community. Number 4 is the Daily Stoic. So this was started by Ryan Holiday. He sends daily wisdom about how to live a more stoic life every day. And he makes multiple millions of dollars a year, but he doesn't run any ads on his newsletter. It's a free newsletter with no ads. How how he makes money, he actually decided that the best thing to sell his audience would be little coins. And these coins say memento mori on them to remind people to live their life and enjoy life in the moment. And he sells millions of dollars of those coins every year. This is a perfect fit for his following. They're interested in being more stoic, being more present in their daily life. And so he gives them a little coin that they can carry around with them to remind them to be more present. Since it is such a perfect fit for the audience, a large portion of those people end up buying those coins from him. The coins only cost him a few cents to make, and he sells them for $20+ on his website. So he's got a lot of profit from there. You can just stick it in an envelope and send it to them. He does millions of dollars a year just selling those coins from his free newsletter. Now, number 5 is another one started by the same guy, and that's the Daily Dad. So he started the Daily Stoic, and then he actually did an offshoot of that called the Daily Dad. And it's just inspiration for dads to be a better dad, to be a better parent, to be a present parent. He does the same thing with that business. He sends out a coin that has a little saying on it to remind people to be a better parent, a better father. And he does millions of dollars a year from that email as well. So he did the Daily Stoic, and then he shot off that into the Daily Dad as well. And each one of those is a specific niche of people looking for just inspiration to live more presently and then be a better parent. And both of them, he just sells coins to that audience, and a lot of those people purchase those coins from his website. Now, number 6 is an email newsletter run by one of the hosts of the My First Million podcast, which is one of my favorites, and it's Sam Parr. So this is a very popular newsletter. It's one of the first newsletters that started, and this is The Hustle. Sam started The Hustle talking about business news, entrepreneurship. He sold that business for a mid 8 figures, 20 to 30 to 40 million dollars. He kind of proved, along with Morning Brew, they kind of both started at the same time. He kind of proved this model of being able to send emails and getting sponsors, businesses that want to sponsor that email and pay to be seen by all those readers. So The Hustle went on to sell for mid 8 figures. Morning Brew was started around the same time. They sold a portion of the company for $75 million recently, and they make over $50,000 every email that they send out to their audience. So once you build up a big audience, a valuable audience like that, you can make quite a bit of money just from every email that you send out from a large engaged readership. Now, number 7 is the one that sold for multiple millions of dollars in just 10 months of work. So 10 months after starting, they sold for millions of dollars. And this is the Milk Road, started by Sean Purry, the co-host of the My First Million podcast with Sam Parr. So Sam Parr started The Hustle, and Sean Purry decided, hey, you know what? I think I could just copy exactly what you did with The Hustle in another niche, build a newsletter in the crypto niche. He started the Milk Road. They built up to over 250,000 readers in under a year, mostly through Facebook ads and incentives for people to refer friends to sign up to subscribe to the newsletter. And they built 250,000 subscribers in 10 months, sold that business for multiple millions of dollars. And all he did was copy exactly what Sam Parr did on his newsletter, just in another niche. And he really proved that you can find a niche and follow this same platform, this same strategy in any niche. And there are a lot of people looking to get specific niche news on a topic, and there are a lot of businesses willing to pay to sponsor that. And the Milk Road made their money just by sponsorships, people paying to advertise on their newsletter. So how do you start one of these newsletters yourself? Where is the opportunity today? So Beehive is where I started my newsletter. It's pretty awesome. You can just get set up really easily. They have all the infrastructure for you. I'm not an affiliate of Beehive or anything. That's the platform I chose to build my newsletter on. It's been really easy, and it was built by one of the guys who built Morning Brew. He built Beehive so that it could be an all-in-one kind of newsletter platform. You can build your newsletter there. You can charge for premium newsletters there. They also will find sponsors for your newsletter automatically for you, so they can recommend different sponsors for your newsletter within the platform. So you don't need to go out and call on businesses and try to get sponsors for your newsletter. I mean, you definitely can do that, but Beehive has it all in one, all in their platform. So they make it a little bit easier for you to just be able to send your emails and monetize it all right there.
I put a 30-day free trial link down below in the description if you want to try Beehive out. They'll give you a 30-day free trial and then 20% off for signing up down there.
So how do you start something like this? You can pick a platform like Beehive or ConvertKit. You want to pick a niche that you're knowledgeable in, that you can go deep in and send a lot of emails out on. Business to business type newsletters have a lot more potential to make more money because, they're a higher value audience. If you do things more like a hobby or just to the general public, you're going to have to build up a larger reader base to make money from those ads, because you're going to be making less from each email that you send, just because those ads don't pay as much. If you're sending emails like the Van Trump report, where it's really valuable information information for investors, they'll pay a lot of money for that information, whether it's sponsors on there or if you're just charging them monthly for that information. If it's really valuable information that people can make money on, or it's big decision makers with high value decisions or high value businesses that are reading that, then you can make a lot more from each reader. To start, figure out a way to get that audience in. Whether you go the Milk Road route and you just start doing Facebook ads and trying to acquire a lot of readers there, or you go and build an audience somewhere and funnel them to your newsletter. Maybe it's YouTube, maybe it's Instagram. Find people in that niche and send them over to your newsletter. And then you can start monetizing once you probably hit like 1,000 subscribers or more. At the beginning, just focus on getting subscribers, and then you can figure out a way to monetize it down the road. You know, a lot of advertisers are going to want to at least see a few thousand engaged readers, engaged subscribers of your newsletter before you can really start making money from it. I haven't monetized my newsletter at all yet. Right now it's 100% free. At some point, maybe I'll start having advertisers, sponsor those emails. One important thing is I just enjoy researching businesses. I do a lot of niche research. I do a lot of keyword research. I look at the different opportunities that are coming up. I just enjoy doing that work. So it doesn't seem like work to me to write the newsletter because it's something that I do anyways. I do it for fun. So if you can find something that you do for fun anyways, there's a guy running a newsletter where he buys sneakers and flips them, and he just shares with his audience new sneaker drops that he finds that he thinks would be good for flipping. And he has an audience of people who just read his newsletter and get value out of it. And I think he has a paid version of that newsletter where people can get exclusive info on which drops are coming out, and they pay to see different sneaker drops. But there's a lot of different niches you can go into. So if there's something that you really enjoy, that you're knowledgeable in, that you would enjoy just writing every day, then this is a great business to get into. It doesn't take a lot of money to get up and running. You can just build a readership slowly, and it's a great business today to get into. One of the simplest ways, I think, to make $20,000 to $30,000 a month just by yourself with no employees. So why are newsletters booming today? Why is it such a great business to get into? If you look at a lot of the big platforms today, Amazon, Google Search, YouTube, Instagram, they all have their own algorithms. They control whether your audience sees your content, how you interact with your audience. The cool thing about a newsletter is that once you have an email list, you own that email list. So you own your list of subscribers, you own your audience. You can send them an email whenever you like, and you have a lot more control over being able to get in contact with them and being able to send them information. There are also a lot of platforms that have popped up like Beehive, Substack, ConvertKit that let you build and monetize a newsletter business like this extremely easily. So I hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown of the newsletter business. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know if you know of any other newsletters that are out there, unique niche newsletters that are interesting. Again, I have my newsletter. If you want to sign up for it, down below in the description, send out unique businesses, niche businesses that I find, or unique ways people are making money. I send that out a couple times a week. Again, 100% free. Sign up below in the description. Otherwise, really appreciate you guys watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you in the next one.